Two things. First of all, I need to apologize because I deleted the old discussions. I will actually try and keep these discussions up for at least a week or maybe even two, because there are people that come out and enjoy the content, but also because if someone new jumps in on the discussion, it doesn't really make sense, right? I mean, why do I need to delete them? That's question one. It just kind of looks cleaner on a platform when you have things that are going on in order, right? Because these discussions don't have any actual title to them. They're actual follow-up discussions to previous chapters. So they're mainly for people like Zaith, people like Madlips, Terna, Wix, LB, right? So there are folks that come out that interact with the content and also enjoy the story with me. So I do appreciate them. But as far as the discussion itself, when we go back to Twitter, yikes. When we go back to Twitch, it'll be more streamlined because we'll be able to do that over there and it won't make it to YouTube. But until then, I set an hour timer. That's number one. And two, I do want to maintain form. All right. So people that enjoy the content still want to see the original content and the way it actually was originally produced. That's why they came out. So for me personally, I don't like rushing. Again, these intros are unnecessary, but I need to drive the point home that I enjoy the comments just as much as I enjoy the chapter reviews. So I don't want to rush it. I want to enjoy it, but there is a time limit because, again, busy, father, blah, 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 right? But I still want to engage with the people that write blah, 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 blah. We get it, Dreads. But bro, I need to say it because Zaith doesn't understand. So there's gonna be a part two, probably, to this video. So, which means the chapter video will be late. Again, it just trickles down the road because I enjoy what you have to say. So don't sue me, right? It is what it is. So if the videos need to be part two, part three, that's okay. I'll do that, but I want to enjoy it. I want to take my time with what you guys have to say. So here we fucking go. Finally. Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy wasted 5 minutes just to explain shit we already know. But yo, I need to drive the point home. So I'm drinking Zoa Energy. You goddamn right. Bro, it's 9:30 at night here in Canada. I'm in a small town called Medicine Hat. And I don't have a lot of time because I have a lot of work to do. I have production, right? Lots of that going on right now. So yes, my business is really busy. So I hope one day you get to taste Daniel's Dilded, right? That's the stuff that I make. Obviously, you look me up on Instagram, whatnot, right? So that's actually what I promote here. Otherwise, I'm not promoting nothing. I'm just here to chill. And if you're here to chill, we're chilling together. So, screen record comments. So, I'm going to take my time and go to the bottom. There are comments that I skipped over. But again, if I've liked a comment, it's because I responded to it. I made a video that was 2.5 hours to nobody, and I responded to a bunch of comments. I can't really get back to those comments, but what I can do is if I remember it, I'll address it, because the main things in that discussion were that Zaith wanted to talk about absorbing and the power of Pluton, right? So we talked a bit about that, and he also brought me back to the chapter where Caden actually demonstrates his ability, or he demonstrates the shadow ability with his electric ability. So, bro, it was some crazy shit. So we argued that for a bit, but at the end of the day, what I have to say to that is he was completely right. He referred the chapter to me, and Caden actually shows, because Curtin actually like backs him up. Curtin is like, bro, he's actually not just doing some half-ass mimicry. He's actually like using right? It was weird the way that Curtin said it, but my argument was that it wasn't clear. It really wasn't clear. They did not say, I mean, because they did not say that Caden learned another force control, that's the reason why Zaith has to really lean into the fact that he was using his electricity. And obviously, I agree with them, but it wasn't 100% clear. If anything, it was like 80% clear, right? If that makes sense, because again, it was weird. It was weird. So that was the main point of that discussion. Obviously, there was other stuff with Wix, with LB that came out. But again, we're going to move forward. But if I like a comment, it's obviously because I responded to it. I'm not a fan of the AI generated responses, so you won't catch me responding to your comment. Bro, if I respond to your comment, it's probably Zaith, and I'm telling him I'm gonna do it tomorrow, right? So I don't do that. So obviously, if you've been here for like the last 5 years, you get my pace. You get what I mean, right? So I really try my best to keep it humble, but I appreciate people that come out. But the idea is, if I'm engaging with comments, it's in a video or on live stream, because I really always have a lot to say. You feel me? Zaith will relate, LB will relate, right? Madlips will relate. Bro, we got a lot to say. So I won't respond to comments on YouTube. Like, fuck that shit. You won't catch me on that shit. You will catch me respond on a video. First comment, Madlips, right? So Madlips came out, bro. Madlips had a lot of shit to say. So he says, 1518, bro. There's a part 2 of the battle between Caden and his friends versus Myro and Greg. Who will have the power of Astra and Andre force control after this? So Madlips is like, bro, there's a part 2 that we're actually not gonna see. I mean, bro, look, listen. It's not really a fight when you got 2 top 10s going up against Andre, but the question is, who's gonna have what force control? Because clearly, Myro and Greg are going to share, right? Astra's inheritance and Andre's force control. But you know what I was just thinking about? At the end of their interaction, Myro says something pretty interesting. She says, all we need is that mouth, no Diddy, and the hands, the brain. Bro, she said some weird shit that made me think about how force control can only be passed around through the back technique. You can't steal someone's core and hope to gain their force control. So I feel like that plot point is actually gonna elaborate a lot of the other shit that we don't know about force control. Because, bro, that shit rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, bro, what the fuck do you mean you can just steal someone's core and suddenly gain their power? That shit doesn't make sense, because that's a retcon to the way the story is laid out and what the story is actually giving us. You feel me? Otherwise, they'd already be war and battles between people killing each other to take each other's force control. They'd be niggas with like 5 abilities already. They'd be a bunch of fucking Dekus running around, right? So that idea and plot point, we're addressing it. It's coming. It really is. But if anything, the 2 abilities, Astra ability and Myro's ability, if I had to guess, Myro would get poison and Andre would get spatial distortion. It's weird. I mean, okay, hear me out. I don't want that to happen because it's a shitty it's shitty. It's shitty. It's shitty. Myro and Greg both gaining 2 force controls and they barely contributed to this fight. It's shitty. It's shitty. But the reason why it's also okay is because for future fights, Caden is probably going to fight Myro and Greg in the future. So if they have Andre's ability and their own, and vice versa, Astra's ability and their own, it's almost the same fight, the same abilities brought back with different variation. Because don't forget, we never saw poison shit from Andre. We didn't, and it was dumb. I think one of the points in the last discussion too was it might have been Mad Lips or Awake. Someone says we never got to see the poison because Andre didn't really master the ability, so he couldn't use poison, and it was mainly just aura that was upgraded to improve the abilities he already had. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb, right? It kind of is dumb because now you assume that when Greg and Myro get reintroduced in the future, they're going to have different force controls with variations of either poison or spatial distortion, and they're mainly only going to display their original force control, but it's going to be amped up. Like, what? That's dumb, right? So in a way, I'm like, the Astra's inheritance, that it's clearly unfinished business. The whole fucking body transformation that Andre just showed, it wasn't used. Right? So let's see how the future goes. Let's see if Myro ends up with it, and if she ends up doing something different or something similar, or if she's able to fire poison metal, right? It'd be weird. But again, if we switch it and give the poison to Greg, he's already magma, so it's kind of like poison. So and then Myro gets what? Spatial distortion. And how does that work with her ability though? I mean, in a way it works, because what we've seen of Myro so far is not very different from what Andre was doing, because Andre's was red and Myro's is what, blue? So for her to be firing shit that looks blue and reddish, it wouldn't be far-fetched, right? So the biggest one would just be the body transformation and what that does, and if she's actually able to display any spatial distortion stuff, because Andre didn't do poison, so we already know Myro can only do metal. So, and we've seen a lot of what she could do. So if she comes back in the future, it has to be new shit. It has to be new shit. It really does. But again, I don't want her to, because she's shitty. She's shitty. I'm just saying, she's shitty, right? So I'd want Greg to come back though. I'd want Greg to come back. Yo, bro, I don't know how long I've been streaming for, but I have not even made it past the first comment. This is Dreads in his original form, bro. No rushing. This is how I like to do videos. Just enjoying the process. And yes, I smoked a fat ting. That's probably why I'm so talkative. Drinking Zoa Energy. Yes. Next comment. Mad Lips. It would be epic in the next few chapters if there is a clash between Schroeder and Supri versus Greg and Myro without involving Kaden in this battle. Oh shit. I hope I'm not. No. I'm not. I'm actually up to date. So you think Supri and Schroeder are gonna come save Andre? But that would mean that they're making enemies out of Greg and Myro. Do they want that? And that's plot point one. And two, the story is revolving heavily, bro, heavily around Kaden, around Ji Woo and his family, right? for them to deviate and focus on shit that as an audience we don't really care about, I don't see it. I don't see it. And that's honestly one of the reasons too that I feel like Caden will never die. Because as a fandom, we've gotten so attached to this dude that if Caden died, everybody would drop the series. Duh. Everybody would drop the series. And it's crazy because when the author does a fake out of a character that everybody loves, why would he do that? Is it to foreshadow a potential death in the future? Right? So as a reader, I'm like, do I need to now what? Start getting ready for the possibility that Caden could die? Or do I just what? Shove that in the back of my mind and think it's never gonna happen and just keep loving Caden and make the story focused solely around Caden? Do you see what I mean? Because again, if Caden's not involved, nobody cares. So how do we make people care? How do we make people care? Right? Jiwoo? Jiwoo? Right? So again, it's a conflicting emotion because the entire story so far has basically been a Caden story. It really has. I'm not bullshitting. So we'll see how it goes. Mad Lips again. No, he's talking to Zaith. Yeah, but I think they will cover up to Myro and Greg's place to confirm it. Besides, who knows how the author would turn things around? You also have a TikTok account, right? Who has the name Zaith with this content in French? Mad Lips. Greg said it's practically impossible to have a 2v2 with 4 top 10 fighters. It's too risky. There's nothing to gain. And if all 4 fight, they end up gravely injured, which would benefit others who come after, turning everything into chaos. So they'll never fight, ever. If otherwise happened, it would create an inconsistency and contradiction based on what the author has previously said about fights between the top 10. But they really move just to get some information. But would they really move just to get some information? That seems improbable to me. I'm sure we'll see them in the upcoming chapters reacting to the news from their base. And it's just it just seems unlikely that they would actually go out of their way. So this is Zaith saying this. Okay, so when Greg, Myro, and Andre showed up to the battlefield to fight Caden, they were not expecting Pluton and Curtin to be there. They weren't. The way the battle, even the pacing of the shit went down, is they were surprised because now they also had to get involved. So the favor wasn't tipped towards their side as much as it was without Curtin and Pluton there. So I see what Zaith is saying. I really do, because he's arguing that there's just so much to risk. So they wouldn't do that. They would not risk a 2v2 of top 10s. So this whole argument that Schroeder and Supri are potentially going to show up and fight Greg and Myro is unlikely, right? But here's my thoughts to that. Do we kill off Andre? That's question number 1. Do we kill off Andre? Because I would argue Andre has actually cooked. He's cooked, bro. Like, he's done a lot. He's actually been impactful to the story. You feel me? So if we were to get an Andre rematch with Caden in the future, it feels like Andre already knows Caden's gonna be out of his league, right? But if the fight was to go down anyways, maybe this time we'd able to see Andre's poison shit. Maybe this time Andre would be able to incorporate Astra's inheritance in fucking up, showing us some new moves, right? Because Caden will be ready to show us some new moves. What's Andre gonna be able to show us? Because his biggest weakness, obviously, is body damage. He can't really take a lot of damage. What if he's able to incorporate the Astra inheritance and actually turn his body into a potential Mazaran? Mazaran! Right? Something like that. What if he's able to do that? Where he becomes a Logia or a Paramecia that acts like a Logia, right? So Andre as a character, he's kind of a fan favorite. He's kind of a fan favorite. I'm not bullshitting, right? I already know when we speak as a community, we sometimes like to theory craft based on future projections. Like right now, that organization of Forced Awakeners could actually be way more important than Andre. So this might actually be an opportunity to get rid of Andre because there's no better opportunity to do it. You feel me? So it could work because it works, right? And that would mean that we're moving the story along, and we're just moving the story along, and we're killing off Andre. Supri and Schroeder are not showing up, and we don't need that. But hypothetically, Andre gets saved by Supri or Schroeder, then Andre is going to come back in the future. And there's also going to be tension between Greg and Myro and Andre, Supri, and Schroeder, because obviously they'd be sides taken. You dig? And in one breath, you're like, that sounds dumb. Again, Caden's not involved. It doesn't revolve around the main characters. This isn't Hunter x Hunter. Bro, you can't have more than, right? The fucking mangaka, the author, so far in the story, he has not focused on other world building attributes. Nothing. The only other world building that I think we focused on was Jiwoo's mom. It really was. And that kind of deviated outside, but it was still relevant because of the Awakeners world. It was. Right? And the other deviation that we took too, I wouldn't even call it a deviation because Caden and Curtin were there in cat form. They were there until the last minute where Caden turns back and he's able to fuck with Andre. So everything so far in the story has revolved around Caden and Jiwoo. So there can't be tension that's existent between other top 10s that we don't know about or we know about as a reader just to add tension to the story, because the main characters don't care about that. To the main characters, they're all villains. Do you see what I mean? So there only needs to be one villain. So that's, again, my speculation based on what the author has showed so far and how the story is going. They're only going to introduce one villain at a time, right? They're not going to do the Togashi shit. Togashi's too good at what he does. You feel me? They're not going to do the motherfucking... And at the end of the day, One Piece is the same shit. We only focus on one villain at a time, right? Even though there's other factors in the world, the main characters only focus on one direct threat at a time. I know Wano was a special case with Kaido and Big Mom, but bro, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. I'm deviating. Okay. Like. Mad Lips again. Bro, I promised that I would go through everyone's comments and then at the end I would do the Zaith or the... Bro, that throws off the entire pace of the video because I'm scrolling up and down like a fool, right? Why not just enjoy it as it comes, one comment at a time? Like I already said, there's potentially be a part 2 and part 3, goddamn, right? But knowing that it only delays the other video further. I mean, I don't I I genuinely like the comments. I don't want that to deter you from commenting. I actually want that to encourage you to comment more, because then we could chit chat. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we could chit chat. I know it'll just push shit back, but I promise when we're on Twitch, it'll be more streamlined. It really will. So just be cool. Just be cool. Um, just a quick question: if you've been this long, if you stayed this long in the video, is it smart for me to just do the chapter release um, when the chapter comes out and then get back to the discussion videos? Or should I just keep the order as it is? Because it matters also. When I do the chapter release, some of the comments almost become irrelevant, but I don't think that's true either, because when we do chapter releases, the comments actually almost become golden, because if you were able to theorize things before they happened, it's even better, right? It's actually happened in the past with Zayth, and I think Madlibs too, where we theorize shit in discussion videos, and in the future chapters they actually happened, right? So we're going to again, that's a question for you guys. So let me know what you think. Let me know, should I do the chapter releases and then get back to the discussion, or finish the discussion and then continue with the chapter release? So please do tell. Let's see. 1717. Top 10 Awakeners doesn't care most of their subordinates. They just use them to their own. If they're useful, and abandon them if they are done. Caden have prejudiced against this common thing in the world of Awakeners. So this points back to a point in the video where I think I was talking about Moshos and how we didn't get back to Moshos. That's bad writing. I think it's bad writing, because why wouldn't you get back to some fights that you've already, like, what? I know I'm being critical. I know I'm being a stickler. But, yo, look. Let me just think. I was actually way more excited for the Mosho Song-gik fight than I was Nuna and No Name. Like, I'm not bullshitting. Like, as nice as it is to have seen what Nuna did, the introduction of Moshos and Song-gik coming in there, bro, that was nice. Like, it was really nice. I was looking forward to that fight. So I hope they give us something, because, yo, Song-gik admires Caden, and he also wants to be as powerful, and he wants to know how Caden did it, right? So we're potentially gonna see a Song-gik bloom in the future. I don't want to say that Song-gik is gonna join the top 10 in the future, but we're putting a lot of focus on this old nigga, right? You got, what's that other old dude that's part of the top 10? Patrick, right? Patrick is old. He's part of the top 10. So it's not far-fetched for someone like Song-gik to join the top 10, but if we're telling a story from Song-gik's perspective on the power that he worked so hard to gain, then we potentially see this man go up in the fucking ladder. We could potentially see him go up in the world rankings, right? So I don't know. We're putting a lot of focus on Song-gik, so I want to see what that does. Madlibs. So far, it's just been me and Madlibs, bro. Dreads, in next chapter, this is my theory in advance. Oh, here we go. Bro, Madlibs is sounding like Zayth. Bro, Madlibs came out, bro. Madlib, shout out Madlibs. He's in the Philippines, so that's another place I wish and I hope to travel to in the future. So if I'm able to meet someone like Madlips, I went to my first ever anime expo here in my small town of Medicine Hat, and bro, it was amazing. I actually got a trophy. It's actually up there on my desk. I placed it nicely, so I'm not gonna grab it. I'll post some photos on my Instagram. Uh, it's it's irrelevant, but again, there are people that genuinely care about me and they want to see shit that I do. I could post it on Twitter. I really could, because obviously it's part of the nerd world, and I might post one photo. But again, we'll see how it goes. But the idea is I won runner up with my Kaya cosplay, and my daughter won first place with her Zelda cosplay. I had my girl and my youngest daughter there. They were Sailor Scouts, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Mars, or Sailor Moon. So it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. So I want to go to the Philippines and I want to do expos there. I want to do that in France with Zaith. I want to do that shit in the States with Terna. Let's go. Yo, what would we dress Terna as? What would we dress Terna as? I'm just trying to think of anime characters. I'm just trying to think. I'll come up with something. Let me think. Oh, hold on. I just thought of someone. Is it Kairos? Is it Kairos from from the Coroldia Coliseum on Dress Rosa? Bro, we could dress you as Kairos, bro. Let's fucking go. Get this man the armor and everything, bro. It works. It works. I see it now. I see it now. Bro, it perfect. It's perfect, bro. It's perfect. If you don't know who Kairos is, I hope I'm saying his name right. Holy shit. If you're a One Piece fan, oh, you already know. I don't need to explain this shit to a One Piece fan. You guys, the One Piece fan, they're toxic, bro. We're toxic, bro. We know too much about One Piece. I'm just saying. Let's see. My theory in the next chapter. Bro, I did not even read this. Madlips, he says, number 1, we will see Greg and Myro base/territory. Oh, where they would torture Andre while they take his and Astra's inheritance. God damn. I mean, okay, first of all, Madlips, you said that Schroeder and Supri might show up and have a 2v2 with Greg and Myro. So if that happens, this number 1 theory is not gonna happen, because we're not gonna get that. We're just gonna get Andre being saved. Do you see what I'm saying? So hopefully that the latter doesn't happen, so we can get this to happen. Number 2, we will see the frame 2 top 10 reaction to Caden. We'll see the frame 2 top 10 reaction to Caden. So Shrewpri and Schroeder. We're gonna see the reaction to Caden, Greg, and Myro. Which Caden reputation will rise. Will risen. So there's obviously, again, Madlips is from the Philippines. Bro, I don't want to do my Filipino accent, bro. No, we're not doing that. Oh shit. No. Okay. Caden's reputation will rise because Greg and Myra will announce Andre's death in Caden's hands. Yeah, we know the Caden Glaze is coming. It's coming, bro. We all know we're in a rock. I feel like this is also going to affect Jiwoo in a way. So it might not be a bad thing. Hey, look, listen. I know I go back and forth with this Caden shit. Caden dying and Caden not dying. I go back and forth. I really do. But bro, having Caden's reputation go up means Jiwoo needs to also increase his notoriety. You dig? Because we want to see Jiwoo in the top 100. We really do. Because he's going to be fighting against other niggas. And the idea for Jiwoo is he's able to fight people that are way older than him, just like Caden was able to fight people that were older than him, like Song Gik, when he was coming up in the rankings back in the day. Do you see what I mean? So we're basically trying to see a playback of Caden's life through Jiwoo. So again, Caden serves his purposes on this story. So I can't hate on Caden because he's not the main character, but he is, right? He is, right? So the reason why it feels like I'm hating on Caden all of a sudden is probably because of obviously the fake out. Duh, that shit threw me off. But also because Jiwoo will never genuinely shine. Jiwoo will never genuinely shine as long as Caden is around, right? That's just point blank period. That's it. That's it. We might be able to see, this is 3, we might be able to see a back chapter to Songgik versus Moshos, like a flashback. I see the flashback happening. I see the flashback happening because we're also getting Songgik's perspective from his subconscious about what's going on, right? So it's not far-fetched for us to get Songgik's perspective again on his battle against Moshos and what exactly he did to overpower Moshos. For all we know, he killed him. Right? For all we know, he killed him. But also, he could have got help. He could have got help from Nuna. He could have got help from Subin's grandfather. Right? So, getting a perspective of Songgik's fight will obviously satisfy the power scale in us, in me, but also 2 birds, 1 stone. We get to find out what happened. It'd be dope. Ji Young and Suman Kang to proceed how to deal with the remaining chaos in Korea. That Myro's subordinate, who has passed out unknown whether he died from Ji Young's ultimate ability, Wind God. Yo, that shit had me excited as fuck. Wind God? Number 4, Jiwoo's reaction along with Blues in the house while Jiwoo being worried for Caden being injured, which he would be nerfed for a while. We already saw Jiwoo's reaction. We really did. We saw it in real time. We did. We saw it with Blues' reaction. We saw it with Pluton and Curtain's reaction. We got to see all of their reactions already. So it's actually much more likely that we get a reaction of the rest of the world as opposed to more of our guys. Caden being nerfed for a while is not true. Is not true because it's almost counterproductive, right? It's counterproductive to have Caden be nerfed again if we just 100% got him back to his 100%. I think that he's gonna, I mean, for a while, nerfed for a while. Yeah, I mean, I see it. He's gonna be hurt maybe for a week or so, but not permanently. I already know I said that maybe he got injured to the point where he'll never fight again, but that's unlikely. That is unlikely. He's just battered up right now. Just like any fight, he needs to go lick his wounds literally like a cat and boom, come back. And just so you know, cats have saliva that actually helps them heal their wounds. So Caden might just be able to heal faster in cat form, just like he was able to do the first time. So we'll see how it goes. Caden, number 5. Caden will learn about the fight he has with 3 top 10 in his head while he recuperates. He will train and possibly create another named attack or technique to deal with them in the future. Don't forget, Greg and Myro also were here to witness the fight, right? As a top 10, we saw Greg was very observant and he's actually kind of insightful about what Caden did with Myro's ability. He's actually insightful about Caden's spatial isolation and how it made him more powerful. So Greg is no bitch. He's no slouch. So if in the future we get Greg and Caden fighting, and this is obviously because he killed Andre and he now has one of Andre's abilities because they split it with fucking Myro. Bro, Greg is gonna bring the works. He's gonna bring the works. And the idea that Greg needs to fight Pluton, he missed his opportunity. Boom, there. That's like, again, all the shine goes to Caden, to the point where another fight that was just as important between Pluton and Greg, we didn't get to see it. We got to see the power scale of Pluton's ability being able to actually stand up to a top 10, just like how it's hyped up to be, right? We got to see that, but we actually didn't get to see a full-on fight. You feel me? So I feel like that train has sailed. That ship has sailed. We're not going to see it. Maybe. I'd love to see it because it would actually put all the doubts to rest for all the fucking Pluton doubters out there. I'm not a Pluton doubter because I think he could do it. But being able to just tank attacks until your opponent is tired, I don't know how I feel about that. You feel me? I don't know. I don't know. Bro, Mad Libs, the whole video. Holy shit. The whole video. I think I got like 16 more minutes and I have to literally end the video. So don't forget what I asked you earlier. Let me know what you think on what I should do going forward, because I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I'm going to be busy the day after. Right? That's just my life. So if you want me to do the chapter release and then get back to the discussion, let me know. So back to what I was doing. Mad Libs. Dreads, just calm down for a while. And if that video cannot back, just do another discussion video if you're calm again. Yo, this was me pissed off. Mad Libs. Oh, fuck, man. You guys, this is what I mean. So, thank you. I appreciate it. I took Friday, Saturday off. It was my 10-year anniversary with my girl. I know, we've been together for 10 years, bro. 10. And I've been doing Webtoon for the last 5. Crazy, right? So I took 2 days off, but I'm in the middle of a huge order. I gotta get out like 60, 70K out the door. So, bro, I'm busy, but I started the work shift with a discussion video. That's the reason why I got the timer, because I'm gonna be working and the video is gonna be uploading. And bro, I already know there's a lot more discussions to be had, but like Madlib says, just calm down and you'll be able to do another discussion. So thank you, Madlibs. It's basically been me and you for the last hour. So Zaith is gonna be pissed off. Bro, Zaith is not gonna be happy because I think he sent me some tweets also. And bro, yo, shout out Zaith, first of all. Yo, Zaith came out. Bro said, I got a PowerPoint. Bro said, I got a PowerPoint for you, bro. I'm like, let's go, right? So it's gonna take me some time to get to the PowerPoint. Obviously, I've already been yapping for an hour and there's more to be had. So I'll get to that PowerPoint. I'll get to every single one of your comments also, Zaith. So part 2, part 3, it's coming. So just be patient with me. I got a lot of work. I'm hoping to open up my schedule in the future. I want to hire 2 more people here at the factory to replace me and open up my schedule. So I'm working really hard. I really am. And that's the reason why it's important that I just stay focused, I stay humble, and I stay grateful, because I'm glad that I'm still able to do this for my mental health, because in America, we have what you guys don't know about. It's called anxiety and stress. Yo, listen, I'm African, okay? Back when I was in Africa, stress and anxiety didn't exist. It really didn't. It's just part of everyday life, right? But in America, it's a fucking disease. You feel me? It's a disease, bro. And sometimes you catch this disease. And the only way to overcome it is to maintain gratitude, to motherfucking live in the moment, to motherfucking smile more, right? And obviously to make my Webtoon video. You feel me? With the fit nerd, right? So again, these are the reasons why I do this. So I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Madlips again. Oh my God, bro, we're gonna be here all day. In other Webtoon / manhwa / manga, there are some techniques called soul searching. Is a physical ability where they use this to forcefully make that person tell his secrets. Just go back to Eleceed chapter 235, where Jiwoo's mom almost hypnotized by a psychic awakener, where most of their ability has come to mind, manipulation, where they used to make a mess in their opponent's mind. I have a strong theory that there is a certain psychic awakener that could manipulate Andre's mind to make them tell them his secrets. He has no choice since he's weakened in this moment. I even suspect this psychic awakener is a top 10 along with Greg Myro. Holy fuck! No, bro. That, first of all, thank you for that theory, because bro, that's a good theory. I completely forgot about that, because Jiwoo's mom, remember that? When Jiwoo went down there, that was that whole arc was basically focused around psychic awakeners. That, like, bro, that's what all that shit was based on. So that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even consider that. You just use genjutsu to get them to tell you what you want, and then they don't even know because they're in a weakened state. The reason why that person can't be a top 10 is because that would be crazy. That would be crazy. A top 10 psychic on that level, they'd be able to go around and take everyone's force control, bro. Like, but having people's force control doesn't mean shit. You have to be able to still master them, which obviously gets really highlighted in the story. Bro, they've really hit that nail on the head. They really have. But yo, Madlips, that theory was money. That theory was money, bro. Madlips again, do you have Discord account? If so, send links so I can follow you. Yeah, I do. It's Dreads Congo. That's my Discord. So again, I don't use Discord right now. I don't have the best Mac. My iMac is bad. So it's a 2003 iMac, bro. I know, right? I need to get a better one. And again, Rome was not built in a day. We'll get there. We'll get there. Mad Lips again. Oh my god. I love this, bro. I will only watch you, Twitch on browser because I'm not a Twitch user. Also, it's another consume of my storage phone. Do you see what I mean? That's the issue, bro. Storage. Um fuck. Yeah, we're gonna do Discord because here's the thing. There's YouTube only niggas, there's Twitch only niggas, and there's Twitch and YouTube niggas, right? There's so many platforms nowadays, and as a content creator, it's almost recommended that you keep up to all the platforms. But I'm not a content creator. That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm a content creator. But the thing is, I can't just keep coming up with random excuses. It's not good enough. So solutions. We're gonna be on Discord, right? Discord's perfect because if you show up there, you can have all your comments and discussions on Discord. And if you want to watch me on Twitch, you can watch it on browser and it'll be fine. It'll be fine if you watched it on browser because I'd still be able to hit all your comments on Discord and talk about it on Twitch. And there'll be long videos there, right? So this is for all the people that only fuck with YouTube. And again, the storage on the phone, it's real. That's the reason why I had issues trying to download and all this and that with my phone that's recording. So we're gonna just go through it. We're just gonna go through it. But the number one thing, we need to be patient with each other and understand that I appreciate the crap out of you and I'm gonna make the video anyways. You just have to wait, okay? Beyond Netero, bro. You need to be beyond Netero, bro. You just have to wait, okay? Even if I catch live on YouTube to your different timelines, and there is the different time, like the time zones, That's also gonna be an issue on Twitch because the people that are closer to me, like Terina, I don't think they'll have issues. And Eleceed drops at 10:30 a.m. here in Canada. So I can go live at 10:30 a.m. in my office. I'm not sure what time that is. In Paris, 10:30 a.m. here. In Paris is probably 8 p.m., right? And in the Philippines, it's probably 10 p.m. In Illinois, it's probably 2 hours ahead of me here in Canada. So they're probably at 12 p.m., right? So you guys could still catch me, but obviously Madlips, he's gonna obviously stay up the longest. Zaith will be fine, and obviously Terran will be fine too. I don't know where LB is, and I don't know where Wix where Wix is either. So those two guys, I'm not sure. The time zone thing with Twitch, again, we're not there yet. So, but it's good to talk about it and obviously project, because in the future we're gonna run into this issue where maybe some of you could join me on Discord and we can actually talk in real time. But there might actually even be a language barrier, because who knows if Madlibs uses a translation app to listen to my English audio, or if Zaith uses English audio translator, right? So there's always issues. I wish there was a universal language. I really do. Like, I wish everybody just spoke one language. But bro, there's 7,000 languages. What the fuck? 7,000. Like, that's dumb. Like, so anyways, I'm yapping for days. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. I got 5 minutes left on this video. 5 minutes. I'll do one more comment. And Andre's being backstabbed is because he shows too much of his ability to them, and now he loses in Cape, in Cape, incapacitated. They will definitely take advantage of it since their original goal is Caden force control. So they couldn't go home empty without gaining anything. They because of chaos in South Korea. I agree. They're not gonna go back empty-handed. They really aren't. I feel like Andre and Greg, Myro and Greg, there's a deeper connection between the two of them because when Gastella shows up, bro, like it's almost like they already agreed that they were gonna backstab Andre. They just said, "Okay, yep, we're gonna leave. Yep, we're gonna leave." Even when Greg saves Andre from Caden's last attack, that's also suspicious. You're like, why are you saving this nigga? You see what I'm saying, right? It's suspicious as fuck, but now we know what their actual end goal was. It actually makes sense that their end goal would be Andre because he has 2 force controls that they could both split, and Caden only has 1, right? Before Caden, if Andre had actually helped them defeat Caden, Myro and Greg were gonna have to probably fight over Caden's force control. But again, it's super suspicious what Greg was doing, but now we know what the end goal was. They were actually plotting some shit. They really was. Oh shit, Zaith. First comment from Zaith. Oh shit, with 2 minutes left. Dude, I'm super surprised you missed that detail. What's wrong with you? You can clearly see Andre's right arm getting cut off. You can even see it floating. Down to the bottom of the chapter, you can see Andre's leg being sliced off. And why does Myro dismember him? To study his force control. She said they only need his brain and mouth. To learn his force control. If Andre gets dismembered, he won't be able to escape. That's the only reason, so you missed the detail. First of all, I am sorry I missed that. I was kind of pissed off at the end of that chapter. I thought that whole day, bro, I was thrown off. But let me think. So they've already killed him. Supri and Schroeder aren't coming. Greg and Myro are gonna take Andre's force control and Astra's inheritance. Maybe Mad Lips is also right that they have Psychic Awakener on their side. That's going to help them get some more information out of them. So Andre's done. I missed that detail? Shit, did I? Wait, is today? What day is today? No. What? How did I miss that detail? What the fuck? What did I miss, man? I'm trying to go back to that chapter. I don't have a lot of time. And my video's about to end, bro. Like, my timer's about to go off any second. So, I'm just trying to get to it quickly. Holy shit! Holy shit! Yo, Myra already caught him! Bro, she's already cut his leg. We just need your brain and that mouth of yours. your brain and your mouth. So his legs and arms, bro, she got him. And because he screams, Krah! To learn your force control. Holy sh... And that's my timer. Fuck. Oh, yo, I need to end the video, but shout out Zaith for pointing that small detail out. I missed that small detail. Hope things get better on your side, bro. Yo, shout out to Scrayo. Yo, he came out to the video because I was really upset in that video. Shout out Scrayo. Terna, I got to this comment last video. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna do a part 2. But again, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. I don't even want to end the video because I'm having so much fun. But now that means I gotta get to work. So I'll see you guys next time. One time.